Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I would do my favorite fall makeup. So this is heavily on palettes. There's like a few, maybe a couple blushes, and then lipsticks or lip glosses, because I do have some darker lip glosses that I love in the winter time. But I'm gonna try to not drop these. These are my palettes that I have here. It's a lot. So I'm just gonna, this is gonna be in no particular order. Although this first one, I already see that's on top. If I had to choose a favorite, this first one is gonna be my favorite palette for fall. It'll probably always be my favorite palette for fall. Something about the color story in this palette just gets me. And it's the ColourPop Good Sport palette. You guys, there's something about this palette here. It was my favorite. I think this came out, I think it's 2018. It came out in fall of 2018, I believe. And this palette is just like, oh, everything. I don't know what it is about this palette, whether it's, I think it's the mix of the purples with the yellows. You got some deep reddish oranges. You got this beautiful green. I've used a lot of that. It's so pretty. I used it, and you can tell that I have used this. It's all dirty. I've used this in the fall time. This is usually the fall palette I always go to. I love the color story so much on this. Just something about this attracts me to it so much, and it's such a good formula. ColourPop has a great formula and an affordable price, and I'm so glad that I picked this up when it came out, because it is no longer available. You might be able to find this one on Mercari or Poshmark or Depop. Maybe somebody's selling theirs, but it's not available on the ColourPop website. So this is definitely my number one. Will probably always be my number one. I don't know if anything will push it out of my number one spot, but this is definitely my favorite out of all of them. So my next one is, I'll go ahead and do both of these together because they kind of coincide together. So I have the Gingerbread Spice from Too Faced and the Too Faced Extra Spicy. So here's what the Gingerbread Spice looks like. I do love these for fall. And they have such a great, like, vanilla scent to them. I love the scent that they have. And it's just, I think it's such a good, nice color story. It does have some lighter shades, but then it has some like oranges here that remind you of fall. There's some deeper shades. But I like the color story. I think it makes a great fall palette. It makes me think of fall just because of and their packaging is so good. I feel like this, when they release fall releases, when it's in this tin packaging, the formula tends to be so much better than anything else from Too Faced. This is usually the first of all the releases, and this year they have the pumpkin spice one that I want, but I haven't gotten it yet. I'm still thinking about it. Honestly, I can't stop thinking about that one. And here's the color story on the Extra Spicy. And I do think it is more spicier than, at first I was like, that does not look extra spicy, but it does. It looks more spicy than the first one. And I love like the oranges, the yellows, this cool teal color here, like a bluish teal. It has a lot of shimmer in it. It's a really cool color. But yeah, I really liked it. I know some people are like, this does not look like fall. It doesn't look like gingerbread spice or extra spicy. But it has the same vanilla smell that the other one has. But yeah, I really liked it. It performs good. I always find that these tin packaging ones perform good from Too Faced. So, I really like this. So good. The next one I have here is a newer palette I've gotten in my collection. So it just came out this year, but it's going to be such a gorgeous shade for palette for fall, and I really love it. It forms so good. It's my Natasha Denona Bronze palette. And this is going to be a wonderful palette for fall. It's such gorgeous bronze shades. I feel like this is a great, maybe everyday fall palette for the person who works in an office setting. This would be great for your everyday fall look, I think, especially for work. And then you can really deepen it up if you want to go out and do this fall look at nighttime after work, you're partying. But I really like this one. It performs really good. I really like it. This is one of the more expensive ones out of all the ones I have here. This one's probably the most expensive one I have. So, but it's performs really good. I really love this palette. And it would make a great fall palette. Next, I have the Melt Cosmetics She's on Parties palette. So this has a different color story. It's more of a grungy or purple color story, but I think the grungy tones is what makes it perfect for fall. You could definitely make a grungy purple look out of this, and it is just, I know that Melt Cosmetics formula can be hit or miss, but this one was a hit. I love this palette. I'm probably definitely going to be reaching for this in the fall time when I want my purple looks, because you know I am a purple sucker. And I feel like this finally gave us the deep plum shades that everybody was wanting, especially this one right here. So gorgeous. And I think it looks even more gorgeous in person than it does on the picture, or on the camera. But yeah, I love this palette. It's definitely become one of my favorite purple palettes right here, I have to admit. Okay, so the next one I have here is from a company that's not in business anymore, and I haven't even used it yet, but it would make a really great fall palette, and this is the Bad Habit Athena palette. I purchased this one off of either Poshmark or, no, I think it was Depop. I purchased this off of Porcelain. I have yet to even use this palette, but I think it's supposed to be a dupe for Huda Beauty palette. And it has gorgeous colors in it. Now that I'm looking at it, a little bit of this reminds me of the Good Sport palette. The purple here, this orange here, kind of gives me Good Sport palette vibes. But I definitely think this would make a great fall palette. But unfortunately, it's not available anymore. You can probably find it off of Mercari or Poshmark or Depop. I guess I shouldn't have included it since you can't get it, but this will probably be one of my fall palettes I use this year. I'm going to try and do like maybe a weekly or a bi-weekly makeup basket or something. That way I can go through, like, especially for the fall, that way I can go through and use all my palettes and like show you looks with all these palettes, because some of these palettes I haven't even used on my channel yet. Hey, the next thing I have is Subculture by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have yet to use this one either. I got it from TJ Maxx. I found this at. So this is a great grungy color story for fall. I like that it has like this icy white shade here. And if you look at it, it looks like it has like a pink hue to it, which seems a little weird, but I think it would make a good inner corner highlight. And yeah. I love the grungy yellows in here, the grungy greens. I love this blue right here. It's like a grungy teal blue. And I think, oh, this is going to make a gorgeous fall palette, even though it's like matte heavy. There's only 2 shimmers in here, which I don't mind. Sometimes you need more mattes. But yeah, this will make a great fall palette. And the next palette I have yet to use this one either, because I did not get this in TJ Maxx, but I did get it on sale. Anastasia's website, I think they had it on sale. This is the Jackie Aina palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is just gorgeous, you guys. Look at that. I think just the deep tones in it and everything. It has such deep tones in it that it'll make a good fall palette. I think it comes off a little bit lighter here on camera than it does in person. In person, it looks much more deeper and richer. And I definitely cannot wait to get some use out of that this fall. I'm definitely going to do a bi-weekly fall basket where I use all my fall makeup. That way you can see the looks I create with all of this. My next palette I have here, and I'm not sure if I would really consider this a fall palette, but it definitely has some deeper shades, and just the theme of it makes me think of fall. So this is the ColourPop Misunderstood palette, and this is their Disney Villains palette. This is what it looks like here. It's hard to see. I hate that it has like this holographic background because I don't think it shows off the color story very well. I think they should have kept it with this type of background on here too. I think it would have been a better idea. That way it could show off the colors better. But I definitely think it has like some deeper shimmers in here that it would make a good fall palette. And just the fact that it's villains makes me think of Halloween and fall. So yeah, I definitely think this would make a good fall palette. I feel like I might have to mix it with like another palette to get like a full look out of this, because there's not too many mattes in here. It only has these are the mattes, these right here, and then this one, which is just a white shade. It's good for a brow bone highlight or whatever, but yeah, this is definitely a shimmer heavy palette. I do like it though, and the theme really reminds me of Halloween. And hey, the next thing I have here is this, which I'm not a big fan of. It is my Pat McGrath Mothership Subliminal Platinum Bronze palette. That's a mouthful. And this is what it looks like here. I love how this shade just, it looks like a almost pink or a grayish pink. In real life, it looks so much deeper. It's more of a, like a deep bronzy type of shade. But this color story just, I don't know, it just looked different. I got this because on the website, it looked like more of a pink shade. And it just isn't. It's like a deep bronze. And there's only one matte in here. But this is definitely like a deeper color story for fall. And I would like to use it some more just to see, because I've only used this shade. I would like to use the other shimmers that are in here to see if maybe I would like them more than I like that shade. Because that shade was not my favorite shade. But yeah, that's definitely a good fall palette. And this one I got for half off. It was on sale. Because you know, their palettes are normally expensive. It's normally $65, I want to say, for this palette, and I got it for like $30, so it was on sale when I bought it. Next thing I have is definitely, I don't know if the color story really screams fall, but the packaging does. The packaging sure does. This is my Manny MUA one. No, this is my Lunar Beauty Moon Spell palette, you guys. This is like a little moon spell book. It just reminds me of everything fall. I love that it has a little palm on here with some, and it even has like a little lock here. It's just so cute. It's got little spiders, little palm snakes, skulls. This is fall, man. Right here's the color story of it. I feel like, and it's like themed off of all of these witches. I think that's why it gets me too. It's themed off of all these witches. It has the witches from Halloween Town. It has Hocus Pocus is in here. It has Hermione in here from Harry Potter. It has Prue, Piper, and Phoebe and Paige from, I can't remember the show right now, but it has Sabrina from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's just everybody good. So this is definitely, I think that's why it gets me. This is not only the packaging being amazing, bomb packaging, and the shades, they perform just as good. They're really good. He has a really good formula, but then it just, I get so nostalgic because it's over like everything I used to watch growing up. So I definitely will get some use out of this during the winter time, and definitely in Halloween. I cannot wait to get my Halloween on with this. Okay, the next thing I have is my ColourPop So Jaded palette from Kathleen Lights. I really think that this one is such a good fall palette. It has such deep grungy tones in there. It's just so gorgeous. It's going to make a great fall palette. I cannot wait to use this more in the fall. But it's just so gorgeous shades. It has the iconic ColourPop formula Their formula is so good for the price. It is amazing. So I'm so excited to get more use out of that this fall. Only thing I'm not too excited about is these two glitter shades here. You got this one and this one. I don't really use them too much, but yeah. I think 2 out of the whole palette is not a bad thing. So I love this one so much, and I cannot wait to use this more this fall. I only have one more left here. This one I almost didn't want to show it just because I feel ashamed to have it. This is a Morphe palette, and it is the 35M Boss Mood palette, which is everything grungy and good in this world. It has such beautiful grungy olive greens in here and some oranges. You definitely have some deeper pinks and purples, and it's just aesthetically so pleasing. I got it because of these dark olive greens that are so gorgeous, and I have yet to use it to see how it performs. So I'm definitely going to have to throw this in like a weekly or a bi-weekly basket. I'm going to start doing that this fall to try and encourage me not to purchase anything, because I'm trying to go on a low buy right now. So hopefully I can stick to my low buy. I don't know though. It's really hard, especially when there's all these good there's all these good palettes coming out. It makes it hard to stick to the low buy that you want to stick to. But that is all of my eyeshadow palettes here. I've already done all my eyeshadows that I had chosen. I guess what I'll do next is I only have 2. One's a palette. I have 2 blushes, and I'll go to those first. Stacking mine up first. So the first one I have here is this from Too Faced. It is a Fruit Cocktail Blush Duo, and this is in Pomegranate, and I don't think they have this anymore. I got this when it was like 75% off on their site. I guess it wasn't a big hit, so I ended up getting like all of them except for 2 that I got from TJ Maxx. Which mentions I didn't even look at those to see if those were deep enough for fall. I know this one is, but no, they're not. They're more summer and more summer blushes. But here is this one. This one is a very deep, like, berry shade, which I think I have to use a very light hand in this because this is, I feel like, is made more for a deeper skin tone. But I definitely think it is, like, a deep enough shade where I could use it in the fall time. So it'll definitely go in a fall basket. There's another one here, too, which I hope it'll look good on my skin tone. Here it is the Cherry Bomb one. I also think this would make a good fall one. This would definitely make a good fall blush too. It's very deep. I'm just hoping that it doesn't look too bad because this would be like very showing up on my skin tone. Probably mixed together it would be good. But yeah, those would make really good fall palettes. My number 1 blush palette ever. I use this not just in the fall, but all year because I love it so much. It is the Beauty Bakery Cotton Candy Champagne palette. And I think it would make a great fall palette because it just has these deeper purpley shades in here. You can see it has deeper purple shades in here and makes a great fall blush palette, I think, with the deeper colors. Those are just a few. Those are like the deeper blushes I have. Okay. I'm gonna come in here with my lip glosses next, I guess. The first lip gloss I have is the Milani Ludicrous Gloss. It is like a deeper mauve purple color. It is in Semi Charmed, and it is so gorgeous. I love this. It is more of a thicker and a little bit stickier gloss, but it really lasts on your lips longer than a normal gloss would. I really like them. They're pretty opaque. It's not like, it's one of those glosses where you can get pretty much the full color on your lips. Everything. It's not one of those that looks like it and then comes out clear, you know? So this is definitely going to be one of my go-to lip glosses this fall. My other lip gloss I have here is the Fenty Glow. This is the original Fenty Gloss Bomb gloss, and I just love this color. I think it's a good fall color, and it'll make good for a gloss that I want in the fall time. The next one I have is the Fenty. This is the hot chocolate. I think it's called hot chocolate. Yep, hot chocolate Fenty Gloss Bomb. Now I got this on sale when I got the minis that they have. They have like a full size of this now that you can buy, but this is from my minis from my from the holiday release they had last year. It went on sale and I picked it up. So I'm glad I picked that up. And I guess I'll go with my lipsticks next. Ah! Oops. I'm gonna have to pick that up here in a second. I'm gonna go with my lipsticks next, and then I'll do my liquid lips. So the first one I have is from Melt Cosmetics, and I got this when I got my She's in Parties palette because it was on clearance, and I thought it would be really good to pair with the She's in Parties palette. This is in the color Dark Room, and it says it's an ultra matte lipstick. And here's what it looks like. It's a very deep purple berry color. It smells like vanilla, and I really like this. This makes a great fall color, and it pairs perfectly with the She's in Parties palette if you want that deeper fall look. The next thing I have is my ColourPop Just a Tint. This one, I'm going to drop this too. This one's in the shade Z Boys, which I think they still have it, and it looks like this. I've already used quite a bit of it, as you can see. The point's already gone, but it is a really good like brown. It's like a brown shade. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just brown. And I don't usually like brown lips, but something about this one, I guess it's more of a reddish brown, I could say, because there's something about this one that I just like so much more than a regular brown lipstick. I don't normally like brown lipsticks. The next one I have is also another ColourPop Just a Tint. This one is in the shade Waikiki, and this looks a little bit like this. It's almost like the other one, but I think this one's more of a pinkish brown, I would say, than the other one. Maybe this one's more of a peachy brown, and this one's more of a pinky brown. As you can see, this one looks a little bit more peach undertone in it. This one has a little bit more of a pink undertone. Or maybe a mauve-y undertone. Maybe a deep mauve. But I think they both would make great lip colors. I think I have the Waikiki one, I believe, on right now. And it's not super deep, but I like that it's very comfortable in the lips. Next, I have the liquid lipsticks. So I'm going to go through the ones that I've chosen. The first one I have is from Ofra Cosmetics. And this one is in the shade Havana Nights. And it's just a deep, brick. Like a brick red color, maybe a berry. And I think it'll make a good fall lipstick. I've never really tried. These are the only, I think I got this on sale when I was getting something else. They had these on sale. But it's just like a deep red berry color. Would make a great fall lipstick. I always think of the deeper vampy shades for lipsticks in the fall. That always makes me think of fall. But not all of these are like deeper vampy shades either. The next liquid lipstick I have is this. This is like a grayish purple. And I got this on sale too. I'm trying to mix it up because it's like separating a little bit. Maybe it's been laying down. But this is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick. This one's in Granny Panties. So it's like a grayish purple. I think this would make like a great nudie fall color. I think it would be a great color. I do have one in here that I forgot to include, which I'm going to add now. It's a liquid lipstick too. I think it would make a great fall color now that I'm thinking about it. But this one, I like this. This would be a great change up for a fall color if I want something a little bit lighter, but I think a grayish undertone to it will give it like a really good fall feel to it. It's a little bit different than my other lipsticks. The next one I have is this Pixie by Petra, and this one is in Really Rose, and this is just like a deep rose color. I used this a lot last fall. It is just a gorgeous rose color. It's a deeper rose color and great for fall. It is a liquid lipstick, but it's not like super drying, so it's great for winter time because it doesn't really dry your lips out and it still lasts quite a long time on your lips. So I really love that one. But I have to say, out of all my liquid lipsticks, this next one's going to be my favorite because I got so many compliments on this from everyone when I wore it last fall and winter. So I wore this on Christmas Eve and everybody was telling me how much they loved my lipstick. So it is my Too Faced Melted Matte Gingerbread Girl lipstick. This is my favorite. It's like a reddish brown, I guess you could say. And it smells like chocolate. I don't know if it really smells like gingerbread, but it smells like chocolate. And it's like a reddish brown, I want to say. And it looks so good on your lips. And Too Faced get a lot of crap, but I have to say my favorite liquid lipstick formula is probably Too Faced formula. It is just really good. It dries down, it lasts a while, but it's like comfortable on your lips. It doesn't dry your, like super dry your lips out. They have a really good formula, and they have so many different shades. There's enough shades for any color you could possibly want. But yeah, this one is my all-time favorite liquid lipstick for the fall. I'll probably reach for this one above everything else that I have here, honestly. But yeah, that's my video today. This is all my favorite fall makeup. You might see this in a like bi-weekly makeup bag just so I can like rotate my palettes and all my fall makeups. That way you can see all of the looks that I create with it. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and you have to let me know if you have any of these palettes or the liquid lipsticks down below, or what's your fall makeup. Let me know down below. What is your favorite fall makeup? What do you go to every year to wear? And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new here, hey, I'm Betsy, and this is my makeup obsession. And if you want to, you can hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to be notified of all my future uploads, you can go ahead and hit the bell, which is next to the subscribe button. And I will hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.